My name is Deborah Cree. Ball State University. Course, SPCE 683_809. This is Case Study 2, guided by Dr. Angela Bricker. Many children with autism struggle to communicate. This can be a significant challenge for them and their families. Communication is a fundamental part of human interaction, and when it is difficult, it can lead to frustration and isolation. They may not use words. Instead, they might rely on other forms of communication, such as gestures, facial expressions, or even behaviors that convey their needs and emotions. These children have a lot to say. Their thoughts and feelings are just as complex and rich as those of any other child. It's crucial to understand that their silence does not equate to a lack of thoughts or emotions. We need to learn their language. This means educators, parents, and peers must be willing to adapt and learn new ways of communication, such as sign language or the use of communication devices. This essay will look at how to help these children. We will explore various strategies and tools that can make a significant difference in their lives. We will meet a boy named John. John is a bright and curious child who, like many others with autism, faces unique challenges in communication. We will learn how his family and teachers helped him. Autism is a spectrum. This means it affects each child differently, and what works for one child may not work for another. This means it affects each child differently. Some children may have mild symptoms, while others may have more severe challenges that require intensive support. Some children may speak a little. They might be able to say a few words or short phrases, but they may struggle with more complex sentences or conversations. Others might not speak at all. For these children, alternative communication methods become essential tools for expressing their needs and desires. They may use other ways to communicate. This could include using gestures, such as pointing or nodding, to convey their messages. This could be through gestures, which can be a powerful way to communicate when words are not available. Pictures or behavior. Picture cards, for example, can help children express their needs and wants by selecting images that represent their thoughts. John's story shows us how to help these children. By understanding his journey, we can gain insights into the strategies that can support other children with autism. We will see how important it is to work together. Collaboration between parents, educators, and therapists is key to providing the best support for children with autism. Parents, educators, and therapists all have a role to play. Each brings unique perspectives and skills that, when combined, create a comprehensive support system for the child. Helping children with autism is a team effort. It requires the dedication and collaboration of many individuals who bring their unique skills and perspectives to the table. It's like a sports team. Just as athletes must work together, communicate, and strategize to achieve their goals, so too must the team supporting a child with autism. Everyone needs to work together to win. Each member of the team plays a crucial role, whether it's the parents, teachers, therapists, or other support staff. In this case, the win is helping John thrive. Seeing John smile, engage, and make progress is the ultimate reward for everyone involved. The team includes John's parents. They are John's first teachers and play a vital role in his development and daily routines. It also includes teachers and therapists. These professionals bring their expertise in education and therapy to support John's learning and growth. Everyone shares their observations and ideas. Regular communication and meetings ensure that everyone is informed and can contribute to John's progress. They work together to create a plan. This plan outlines the strategies and interventions that will be used to support John. This plan is tailored to John's needs. It takes into account his strengths, challenges, and individual goals. This team approach is called a consultative approach. It emphasizes collaboration and shared decision-making. It is very important for helping children with autism. This approach ensures that John receives comprehensive and coordinated support. It ensures that everyone is on the same page. When the team is united and working towards the same goals, John benefits the most. Celebrating each milestone, no matter how small, is a testament to the power of teamwork. Together, we can make a significant difference in the lives of children with autism. John is a bright and curious 5-year-old boy. His eyes light up with wonder as he explores the world around him, always eager to learn and discover new things. He loves dinosaurs and building with blocks, spending hours creating intricate structures and imagining prehistoric adventures. He also has autism, which means he experiences the world in a unique way. John is nonverbal, so he doesn't use spoken words to communicate his thoughts and feelings. This means he does not use spoken words to communicate. Instead, he relies on gestures, facial expressions, and sometimes sign language to express himself. His family has learned to understand his unique ways of communicating, finding joy in the small victories of connection. John's parents noticed he wasn't meeting speech milestones. They observed that while he was highly engaged in his play, he wasn't using words like other children his age. This led them to seek answers and support. They took him to the doctor, hoping to understand more about his development. The pediatrician conducted various assessments and listened to their concerns. After thorough evaluations, the doctor diagnosed John with autism. This diagnosis brought clarity, but also a new set of challenges for the family to navigate. This diagnosis brought challenges, but also hope. John's parents were determined to support him in every way possible, embracing the journey ahead with optimism and love. John's family was determined to help him thrive. They researched therapies, joined support groups, and sought out resources to better understand autism and how to support their son. This meant finding ways for him to communicate. They introduced communication aids, such as picture cards and electronic devices, to help John express his needs and desires more effectively. It also meant helping him manage his emotions. Through therapy sessions, John learned techniques to regulate his emotions and cope with sensory overload, which can be overwhelming for children with autism. John, like many children with autism, sometimes had meltdowns. These moments were challenging, but his parents learned to comfort and support him, helping him navigate through his distress with patience and understanding. John's inability to speak was frustrating for him. He wanted to express himself. He wanted to share his thoughts and feelings, but the words wouldn't come out. Imagine wanting a glass of water but not being able to ask for it. This is what life was like for John. He would get upset when people didn't understand him. John's parents knew they needed to find other ways for him to communicate. They started by paying close attention to his behavior. They looked for patterns. Section 5. Decoding John's language nonverbal cues. John may not have used words, but he communicated in other ways. He used nonverbal cues. These are things like facial expressions, gestures, and body language. For example, John would flap his hands when he was excited. He would cover his ears when he felt overwhelmed. He would point at things he wanted. John's parents and teachers learned to read these cues. They started to understand what John was trying to say. This was a breakthrough. Section 6. Emotional regulation. Navigating a world of sensations. The world could be an overwhelming place for John. Loud noises, bright lights, and certain textures bothered him. This sensory overload could lead to meltdowns. John's meltdowns were not tantrums. They were his way of communicating distress. He was trying to say, "This is too much for me." His parents and teachers worked to identify his triggers. They created a calm-down corner. It had soft blankets and quiet toys. It was a safe space for John. Section 7. Strategies for success tailoring interventions. The team used many strategies to help John. They used visual supports like picture cards. These helped John communicate his needs. They also used social stories. These are short stories that explain social situations. They helped John understand expectations. Play therapy was also helpful. It allowed John to express himself creatively. It also helped him develop social skills. On Section 8, the power of collaboration. Parents, educators, and therapists united. Communication and consistency were key. John's parents, teachers, and therapists were in constant contact. They shared information about what worked and what didn't. This collaborative approach was crucial. It ensured that everyone was on the same page. It also provided John with consistent support. Everyone involved in John's life was invested in his success. This shared commitment made all the difference. Section 9. Monitoring progress, celebrating milestones, adjusting strategies. The team closely monitored John's progress. They celebrated his milestones. Even small steps like pointing to a picture card were celebrated. They also adjusted strategies as needed. What worked at one point might not work later. Flexibility was important. The journey wasn't always easy. But John's team never gave up. They remained committed to helping him reach his full potential. Section 10. Conclusion. Empowering John, enriching lives. John's story is a testament to the power of understanding. By learning his language and supporting his needs, we can empower him to thrive. His journey also highlights the importance of collaboration. When parents, educators, and therapists work together, amazing things can happen. By embracing the consultative approach and celebrating the unique strengths of children with autism, we can create a more inclusive and supportive world for everyone.